Hello everybody. I am here for the second day of Art Journal Advent for the year 2025. And today's prompt is connection. Okay, so I've got my little journal that I made, and I had already put the watercolor ground that I showed you yesterday. I've already put that on these 2 pages and the next 2 pages. It's Daniel Smith transparent watercolor ground, and you could use the white. Since this paper's white, it wouldn't make any difference, but that's what I've used. I've also got some ink tints, some Derwent Inktense pencils in several colors. I've got, last night when I was doing this, the top kept popping off of the ink. I've got some ink, a couple of dip pens, oblique dip pens. I'm using this Lexington Gray ink. And let's see, I've got somewhere, I had a graphite pen. What did I do with it? Well, maybe I need to get it a different one. I thought I had one out, but I do not see it. This is a .02. It's graphics. That's what it is. So it's like a pencil, more like a pencil than like a pen. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make some lights, some Christmas tree lights. At least I'm gonna attempt to. And let's see. They're not going to be shaped exactly like the Christmas tree light, but it's my unique artist version of it. And this one I'm going to have coming back behind that one. Let's see, that's 5. So I'll have to, I like doing odd numbers, so I'll have to put 2 more. If I'm going to do any more, I've got to put at least 2 more. And when I get to the dip pen, I will connect these lights, and thus connection. All right, so I'm going to put this away, put it over here. I'm trying to put it somewhere where I can get it again if I need it. Okay, so I've got, I have a couple of watercolor brushes if I need them, which I probably will, since I'm not going to actually be, well, I'm going to draw kind of with the colors, so. This is a very deep dark green, but it's looking more black than green. So let's see what else we got. I've got another green over here. Let's do this one instead. It's a light olive green, although that looks pretty dark, doesn't it? Mixing with that. Okay, I've got a cherry red. Well, I'm throwing things around. Let's put this one up here. I am kind of coloring it in, aren't I? That's not what I had thought I was going to do, but it's working out pretty well. Okay, I have a yellow. I don't know what the color is. Sun yellow. Let's see if this is going to show up. Okay, I've got, what do I have? I have an orange. It's Sienna Gold is what this one's called. Put it down here a little ways away from the yellow. And I thought I had a blue out here. Yeah, here it is. Did not pull out a purple, but I think I'm gonna go to my paint box here. If I try not to smear everything all over the place. And I'm gonna use my brush and I'm gonna get a purple. I think I told you yesterday when I was painting that the watercolor ground is supposed to cure over a 24 to 48 hour period, and I didn't do it for yesterday's spread, but this one has been since last night. All right, so what else could I use? I've got a pink here, which will give a little something different than the red. Okay, that one really doesn't look green, does it? Let me see what I can do about that. See if I can get some of that up and then put the green down again. Well, is this the dark one? Oh, here we go. All right, let's wipe this up again, or try to get some of it up. And maybe I can use a bit of paint, watercolor paint, instead of the Inktense to get the green. Still don't look very green to me, but put a little more pink down. And these are called, the pencils are called Inktense, so they are intense colors. All right, so let's try this and see where we are after that. more looking like Payne's Gray instead of green. I need to try to do something else with that. And the paper is warping, so I'm getting some puddles. That's what I'm doing, is trying to move those around a bit. So let's see if I can get a green. This one is about gone. It's the lighter of the greens that I had. I can't find my tubes of watercolor. I've got a big container, but I have not located it yet. There are several things that are missing in my studio, so, oh, I don't know why I didn't think of this, because I have a whole set of watercolors, like green watercolors. So let's see if I can get this up again. And it's a little greener, but that dark color's overpowering. Okay, so I want to take the, well, but maybe before I do that, I need to do the tops of my, well, maybe I'll do the ink first. Can't make up my mind. All right, so we're gonna, there are two different size nibs on these. This one has got a flat nib, and this one has a fine nib. So we're going to start out with this flat one and see what we can do to connect our bulbs. Okay, so we're going to have it kind of coming down here and down here and over here. And we're gonna put a second, there are two wires that connect everything. I looked up a sketch on Pinterest, a wonderful source. There are several other places, Pixabay and Unsplash are two others that you can, that are good. Let's see, now maybe I will use my brush, or maybe I'll get a smaller brush. This is a size, size 2. Looks bigger than a 2, but that's what it says anyway. So I'm gonna pick up the ink and see what happens if I use that to do my little connection here. Oops, I shouldn't have gone all the way down in there. It was already too dark. Oops, almost forgot one. I got them all to do. Okay. Okay, so let's try this before I do anything else, and I'm going to put this aside and put it somewhere so the top hopefully does not pop off. I've got just little pieces of deli paper to go in between the pages, so hopefully I won't mess any page up when I'm going through here and working on other pages. My pink needs to be darkened up a bit. And I have another pink here that maybe I'll put a little bit of that here because it's darker. And they just are some colors that could stand a little more. This one is Moon Glow, which is a very dark purple. It's great for shadows if you want to do a shadow, but that's not what I'm doing. I think that's good. My yellow could use a little bit. Okay, now back to drying. There's bubbles, puddles. Hard to get dry. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I want to put some green because obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but this particular set of lights are going to be attached to a Christmas tree. And so I want to put some greenery, and we're not going to use that pencil because it was not very green. I'm going to use several different greens since I have such a wonderful collection of greens. Maybe I'll splatter a bit of it if I can get one get enough color on my brush. Try not to cover up all my color here. Now I want to put some Dr. P.H. Martin Bleed Proof White on the bulbs to make them look like they're they have light. And of course, I'm going to splatter a bit of this white. And I'm going to do, well, I think what I'm going to do first is dry this. And then we will splatter some gold. Hard to believe today is December the 2nd, and we're that close to Christmas. I don't do a lot of shopping anymore, just for my grandsons. I've got 3 grandsons from 16 to 21. 2 grandsons that are 16 and 1 that's 21. And I'll buy them something for Christmas. But my sons, years ago, well, not many years, I used to buy them something all the time, but they were not, it was not reciprocal at all. I got nothing for my birthday or Christmas or Mother's Day, so they get a meal. That's what they get for their birthday. And they do probably a Christmas meal here too. But my son cooked Thanksgiving. My oldest son cooked Thanksgiving dinner on Friday, so that was nice. Okay, so let me see what else I want to do. Maybe I will. No, well, I don't know. I know what I do need to do is to put the prompt on here of connection. I get the fine point dip pen. And to make sure I don't misspell it. Okay, so I was trying to decide if I wanted to go around some of these bulbs with the dip pen. I think I might. Kind of a scratchy You can hear the paper scratching too, but kind of a scratchy sort of mark around these. And I don't want to push down too hard. I kind of did that right here because it's a split nib, and when you press down hard, it will separate and makes a bigger mark than I want to do right now. Okay, maybe I'll do the connection to and let me put the top on this before I spill it. I want to put a little bit of white on the connectors or the top of the maybe we will do the gold and then dry it. Let me put this. I'll make another piece. I want to put the delicate paper over top of this page so it doesn't get splattered. I love splatters, but I do want them to be intentional and not something that gets, spread from one page to another. Okay, so let's dry it one more time. Set this back over here so it doesn't pop off the top. Shape to this tree. I obviously got too close because it popped right off. This must be, oh, it's waterproof. Water, I don't know what's in it that's causing it to react to the heat. Okay, I need to do a little touch up on my connection there. Okay, I believe that's it. So, this is day 2 of my Art Journal Advent. And I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.